Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Hey everyone, John Laurel again with the J&L Chronicles.
Hi.
So, you told me you had some more crazy stories for me.
Yeah, these are news articles from the New York Times that they wrote about from the Associated Press and other sources, small town papers and such.
Okay.
But they're wild. They were wild back in the day, let me tell you. Okay. I took notes again, just because. All right. So, first article's title is Pancake Loving Turtle, a family heirloom, kidnapped from home he's visited for years.
Turtle likes pancakes. No, loves pancakes.
Loves them. Came back every day for pancakes.
So, my spirit animal.
Yes. Miss Edward Rayner, she has a special recipe, a 200-year-old family recipe for pancakes. And so she'd mix him up his own dish of pancakes besides, I guess, what she was making. Or maybe she was just cooking them for him and she didn't cook pancakes every day. I don't know. But nevertheless, it was a pancake-loving turtle.
I can relate. I'm also...
I didn't know. Sorry, Pat?
I'm also kind of slow and love pancakes.
Well, he would be there in the spring and the summer, and he would go and hibernate in the winter. This wasn't turtles that they kept in a pen.
Oh, this was a wild turtle.
Yeah, the families in that area, in that town, they all owned turtles, their ancestors, and they had carved, the family names in the turtle shell, so they knew which turtle was which ancestor's turtle. So that one had Barstow on it, which was her family name, that went back a long ways and cultivated the area, made it. Anyhow, so get this. She sees out the window, I guess, or down the driveway, a car stop in front of the road and pick something up and then put it in his car. And then he closed the door and left. But she was seeing it from a distance and she didn't know what.
It was a turtle napping?
Yes, her turtle disappeared that day.
Who steals a turtle?
I don't know. That's evil. He saved a turtle from a road one time.
Yeah, it ran out in front of my car. Well,
and it was a big one, you said.
It is pretty big. Ran is probably not the right word. It more or less kind of just...
Moseyed? Moseyed.
Out into the street, not quite darting in front of the car, but...
Right. Well, the funny part is she contacted the paper, and it was just the wording of what they wrote down of what she told them. So, quote, and this was in the Brookhaven Advance. So, quote, lost. If this notice comes to the man who took the turtle, will he or she please return him to Miss Edward Rayner, who fears he will miss his pancakes and won't be able to find his way back to his winter location.
Oh,
what kind of evil person steals a turtle?
Who takes a turtle away from his pancakes? Is a better question.
Well, that too, but who takes a pet? Somebody's, it had initials in it.
Yeah.
It was she could see. Well, that he picked up something. She just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Did she ever get it back?
It didn't indicate. That's
sad.
That's sad. That is sad. To lose a pet is very sad.
That whoever took it better made it pancakes.
Oh, yes. No. I have one more note about it. And I have a quote from her. She says, and I quote, "I only want the turtle to be well off. If this man does not want to return him, I'll be glad to send him my recipe for the pancakes. I'm afraid the turtle will miss them and be unhappy." End quote.
You know, that is a true
Animal loving spirit. I love her. What was her name again? Miss Edward Rayners from Brookhaven. I love you.
If she'll give me pancakes every morning, I'll pretend to be a turtle.
I bet you would.
For pancakes? Yes, I would.
Alright, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Parrot was a gas fiend.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain more about that one.
This is the parrot. I don't know if you can see it or not on my phone. It's wearing pants, or like a suit, and a top hat.
A very dapper parrot.
Yes, yes. Yes, he was. And so, Miss Alice Knott, 23 years old, is out of Washington, was the one that owned the bird. And the bird only liked her. So other people around didn't care for the parrot because it only liked her. It would follow her from room to room. It was her parrot. But it had a problem. It says, and I quote, he would got into the habit of pulling the tips off the gas burners with his strong beak and inhaling the gas until it stupefied him.
So the bird was a drug addict?
Yeah, it says he was a gas fiend, a feathered victim of the gas habit. End quote. I love the way they worded that sentence.
Yeah.
That's great.
So it would go to the stove, pull off the burner, and just start inhaling the gas with the intention of getting high.
Yeah, wherever he found gas. A gas.
Perhaps he hated having to wear a top hat and and pants because he's a freaking bird.
Yes, I never put my birds in clothing.
And it was just thinking, God, I just gotta take the edge off here. This lady keeps dressing me up, but I get all the gas I want.
Well, that's a good point. So it doesn't end there, sadly. This is kind of sad, or this is a sad one. So Miss Snot went to bed, and
is her name Snot?
No, not
Oh.
Mrs. Knott, as in Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay, I thought you were saying Snot. I was about to say, who was your kid Snot?
No. Mrs. Knott. Sorry if I didn't enunciate that well enough. Okay, so one night, Mrs. Knott's relatives were alarmed by her long silence, and they broke open the door. And it appeared that the bird found himself succumbing to the gas and was not rescued as usual by his mistress. He realized that something was wrong and had wit enough to get to the door. So he somehow got to the door and was breathing in air. But his mistress, Miss Knott, 23-year-old Miss Knott, did not. And sadly, Miss Knott passed away from the gas.
So the bird was getting high, and it was like, oh man.
While she was sleeping.
I need to get me some air. And it was like, oh geez, she's sleeping. And I'm getting way too lightheaded now. Went to the door to breathe and was like, hey, lady, wake up. She just didn't. So
Yeah.
the bird killed her.
Well, basically, they call it a murder. The,
A murderous parrot.
Yes, that's what they say, because he took the lava tip in her room off of the gas debauch. And so the coroner was brought to the house, and the malignant little bird was caught trying to turn on the gas again.
It didn't learn its lesson.
No. Sorry for Mrs. Knott.
A true gas fiend.
Indeed. Indeed. And then there was one more. I understand that story. I'm an animal lover. I would have let the bird roam all over the house too. My housemates probably wouldn't have liked me either.
To be fair though, I don't think I would have. If you truly love your parrot, you probably shouldn't let it get high all the time. You know,
well, yes, I would think that would be dangerous. I would have to see about how to make it bird proof, to make it safe for them.
As a true animal lover and pet owner, I had to put my cat into rehab because he was getting into the catnip a little bit too much, and it started to become a problem.
Oh yeah.
I caught him on the street corner, trying to sell his tail for some catnip, and it was a sad state. It really was.
He called me and he told me the doctor just tore into the cat treats, even though I hid them in the drawer.
Oh yeah, he'll open drawers. He'll bust open containers. I tried using a hard plastic container. He ended up knocking it off the shelf and then somehow popping the top off and getting fat on treats.
I have a cat named Dandy, and she'll do the same thing to me. I have to hide the treats in the oddest places inside plastic because she's just she'll literally chew around the plastic and open it and get to the treats. So I can relate to you with the doctor.
So if anyone out there has a bird who is, turning on the gas to get high, probably put a check on that and don't encourage it.
Yeah. No gas. No huffing. Is that what they call it these days? Okay. Just checking. Never know the drug lingo. Okay. The next headline's name is Goat is Still a Goat Despite Magic Right.
Magic right?
Yes. Psychic investigators failed to change him into a young man on a misty German peak. And there were spectators for this. And
was anyone actually expecting this to happen?
They had the Mistress of Pure Heart, or the Lady of a Pure Heart, or Young Woman of Pure Heart, and they put blood on him from something. I don't know what. It doesn't indicate what, but the psychic investigators, both German and British, in Warner Road, Germany, on June 17th, a group of them headed up the mountain, Germany's Magic Mountain. And they did the whole ritual. They did their abracadabras. They counted 1 to 10. And the mistress pulled the white sheet off of the goat.
And it was still goat.
And it was still goat.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Didn't magically turn the goat into a person.
Germany's Magic Mountain, Brocken Mountain. They call it Magic Mountain up there.
Apparently not so magic.
No. Doesn't seem to work at all.
I once thought my brother had turned into a goat, but no, he just like chewing on stuff.
People gotta lay off this goat thing. Goats are not evil. They are sweet, 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 loving creatures. They can be a little wired, but they are sweet creatures. They are not of the devil.
Obviously not magical.
I just have to say
not
that.
turn into people either.
Yeah, indeed.
Now what they will do is they will clear a hillside of brush.
Yes.
They're real good at doing that.
To prevent fires in our area.
Now, if
we have a guy that goes around with his goats trimming the brush off so we don't get fires.
Yeah. Now, if they were to say, we're going to turn this goat into a fireman, okay, I could see that. But into a boy? First off, why? Why do you want that? Why not just have a goat?
Yeah, just a goat. A sweet goat. Goats will love you to death. They really will.
Isn't there a movie about that?
About what?
That, what is it, Lamb movie?
Oh, yes. We want to watch that movie Lamb and give you a presentation.
Check out the trailer for that movie. It is
insane.
Yes. Actually, once it becomes available streaming, we're going to do a review on it.
Indeed, we are.
Well,
those are just some of the crazy stories in there. I'll have to save some of them for another day for you because some of them were quite good.
What's Germany thinking? Come on,
the
Germany.
British were with them. Oh. It was British and German psychic investigators. I think is what they refer to themselves.
When they said they were psychic investigators, if I was someone in that town, I'd been like,
yes.
you guys gotta just stop. First off, if they were psychic, didn't they know ahead of time it wouldn't work? Hopefully that showed everyone that they were scammers.
Would you have ascended the mountain with them just to spectate this crazy spectacle of people actually thinking a goat is going to turn into a young man?
Yeah, actually, I think I would have. I think I would have ascended the mountain just so when they revealed that the goat was still a goat, I could be like, haha, you guys suck, not psychics.
I'm not saying there's not people with intuitive